The 21st century classroom is like no other before it. Today's multimedia world is having a profound effect on the nation's classrooms, and simply knowing how to read and write are not enough to compete in an increasingly technological and globalized world. It's a need that has resulted in a shift towards multiliteracy in the classroom, and it's changing how students are taught in a dramatic way.
Today's multiliterate world provides interesting challenges when you look at education as it has been traditionally taught. The youngsters are being born very technologically savvy. They're used to navigating through all kinds of different medium, and when they get into the classroom, they no longer are willing to be passive observers and just the receivers of information. As a result of that, we've observed that we really need to have more technological capabilities where youngsters can interact with subject matter within the classroom and really dramatically change the way that we are trying to impart knowledge to the youngsters of today. We need for the country to be very vibrant and to be very competitive on the world market, and for that we need a universally well-educated workforce.
And today's tech-savvy generation is responding in a big way. From kindergarten through high school, studies show that when students interact with and are engaged in technology-based curriculums, student motivation and retention are significantly increased.
Well, we have been really pleasantly surprised at the reaction of the students within the classroom when these technologies are made available to them. Not only has their motivation and retention been increased, but we've observed that with students who in the past people had thought did not actually understand the subject matter, that they do understand the subject matter, they're simply not verbal. And therefore they have a further way of communicating not only the knowledge that they're receiving, but also the fact that they can take that knowledge and in fact produce something at the end.
Here at Bluffton Elementary School in Bluffton, South Carolina, the integration of animation technology is having a profound effect on how students are taught and perform at their grade level. As the only true curriculum-focused lab in South Carolina, the school began using Flipboom Classic to teach the core curriculum in November 2010. Created by Toon Animation, a worldwide leader in digital content and animation creation software, Flipboom Classic allows students to create animation to demonstrate their understanding of all content areas including math, science, history, vocabulary, and writing.
For the first several weeks, I teach the students how to use Flipboom and how to make animations. Once they're comfortable and they've kind of established a foundation with the animation, then the classroom teacher brings the curriculum into my classroom and we integrate their standards with art and technology. Their classroom teacher will have standards of what they're looking for in the student's project. They'll post those standards for them and they'll create a storyboard, which is basically a rough draft that they'll make. That way they're figuring out what their character design is going to look like, and they're building their story from beginning, middle to end. So when they come into the animation lab, they'll already have a plan of what they're going to do on the computer. I think it's an innovative tool for teaching because the students were born in the technology era. They have iPods and all these different technology devices around them at home. So if we don't integrate them here at school, they're going to get very bored. We've gone way past just a poster board and markers at this point. The students really need to have the arts and technology integrated into their curriculum to keep them interested and to really exercise their creativity.
Flipboom is an incredibly powerful medium for several reasons. One that it enables them to be creative. And so in certain circumstances or technologies, they can only use templates. But with Flipboom, you can use templates, you can create, it's easy enough for them to learn, and yet it really exercises that left part of the brain. So they're able to work with the left and the right side of the brain and really show what it is they understand in a creative way and see an end result that is in fact very, very stimulating, exciting, and rewarding for the children.
Integrating such visionary teaching methods had its risks, but the school has clearly seen the rewards. The impact of the animation lab has been undeniable. Reading skills have jumped as much as 11%, while math skills have risen by 17%. In addition, since implementing Flipboom, Bluffton Elementary's improvement compared to other schools within the state was higher in all subjects, including math, science, social studies, and writing.
It's high engaging for them, so you wanted a visual representation of what they're doing, and this became the best avenue to do it. It is so easy for an elementary age child to identify with the programming, especially when you put out different things such as The Princess and the Frog that had been created with it, and they're relating that to that. You can create something similar. Use this standard from social studies or this topic from science, and they play them for each other, so they're learning off each other as well. So I wanted to see something that was quick, identifiable for students, digitally laid out for them, and something they could recognize not only within the school but outside of the school, and Flipboom fit perfect. Bluffton Elementary has seen tremendous results using Flipboom. Highest gains have been within areas that were hardest for students to understand. We're seeing large gains within writing, getting them to organize their thoughts and be able to do complete stories, getting them with science concepts of understanding changes in matter. With social studies, especially with history, it's hard for them to grasp what wars are and why certain things happened and how to remember all of the events that were of importance during that time frame.
School has improved for me because it makes understanding the certain thing we're learning a lot easier, because when you put it into an animation, it's just like someone telling you in real life what it is and giving examples, which is really fun because it's better than just listening to it or reading from a book. I like Flipboom because it's just like normal, just drawing, but it's a lot better because once you get everything together, it makes like the coolest thing there is possible to make. Every Thursday, I'm so excited because I wake up and I just say to myself, yes, it's Thursday, I get to have animation. I know that we're gonna get to do anything we learned and from any type of class and get to do it in an animation, which is like really fun. It just puts a new meaning to learning.
In addition to Flipboom, which has won several prestigious awards for its design and ability to inspire genuine creativity, Toon Boom Animation also provides a wide range of software and curriculum solutions to schools who are looking to integrate visual and engaging curriculums into their teaching environments. In a time where dropout rates continue to rise and budget cuts loom across the nation, Toon Boom offers an affordable turnkey solution that addresses the challenges facing today's educational system in a creative and innovative way.
What Toon Boom is doing to keep abreast of what the requirements are within the schools is that we have, in fact, a product range. So Flipboom is the beginning entry level. We have the Flipboom Classic. We have Toon Boom Studio and the storyboard product. With the creators of Garfield, we've created a comic boom. We work with Peter Reynolds at Animation-ish for art programs. And what we intend to do is to keep very closely aligned with the schools, with the teachers, and understand throughout this process what they will need going forward and make sure that our technologies meet that need.
Changing the way students have learned for decades poses its challenges. But as Bluffton Elementary proves, new technologies can be successfully adopted into the classroom, keeping North American students at the forefront of creativity and entrepreneurship in today's competitive multiliterate world. Toon Boom Animation plans to lead the way by continuing to develop a wide array of creative tools to help today's students express themselves and develop 21st century skills.
Toon Boom intends to keep very closely aligned with the schools, the teachers, in order to make sure that we can address the future needs. We have a team of people that are dedicated to this educational environment. We were very fortunate last year to have won an award for curriculum design in Washington. We've won several parents and teachers awards, so our intent is obviously to keep our technology leading edge, easy to use, not imposing for the teachers. We need to make sure that it easily wraps into their classes and their subject matter, and technologically we'll make sure that we deliver upon that. We're entirely committed not only to education, but to ensuring that we in North America continue to compete on the world stage as it relates to our workforce, because it is the only way we are going to be competitive and productive.
To find out more about Flipboom and Toon Boom Animation, please visit toonboom.com/edu.